Hey everybody, this is Vito Gesualdi here from DraftMagic.com with another Gatecrash spoiler card. I'm here with Josh Frankel. Josh, what websites do you visit every day? What do you have bookmarked?
Pretty much just draftmagic.com.
Good answer. I like that. I hit up Reddit a lot. You go to Reddit?
I just started doing that actually.
Yeah, it's weird.
I
I
don't know
only
why I haven't been doing that before.
a lot. Well, yeah, that's the thing is like I held off on it for so long, and now that I'm
Like I knew
finally
about it.
doing it, yeah, it's weird. I'm like really into it. But everyone should just go to Draft Magic. We're a way better website. Anyway, back on topic, we're looking at some Gatecrash cards, and one of them I really like. This is a cool Boros card. Originally, I read this card wrong, and I thought it sucked, but now that I've read it correctly, it's pretty good. I want to know if it'll see constructed play. Josh, have you seen Firemane Avenger?
I have. I'm a sucker for lightning helixes, so
Lightning
I love
Helix is
this
a
card.
really cool ability. So anytime they staple it to something, like a Johnny was one of my favorite Planeswalkers, because it
Yeah,
just
I
goes,
love a giant.
look at these lightning helixes. All right, for those of you who haven't seen Fireman Avenger, two, a red and a white for a 3/3 flyer. Now, normally, probably not big enough to make a splash in constructed. You know, definitely a good limited body. But here's where it gets a little interesting. It has the battalion ability, which means Fireman Avenger and two other creatures have to attack in order to trigger the ability. And when you do, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player, and you gain 3 life. A classic Lightning Helix ability. Josh, limited bomb. Let's get that out of the way first. It's
Yeah, okay. You're
first pick all
dancing
day.
around your room every time you.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Skymark
Yeah.
Rock was a first pick. That was an uncommon that like bounced creatures. This is an uncommon, or this is a rare with the same, power and toughness and mana cost, except you're gonna beat in and snipe things and gain life. It's insane.
Yeah, this card's stupid and limited.
Stupid and limited. Always take it. And the real question though is whether it's good enough for constructed. From what I've seen of constructed, I want to say no. Josh, what do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. I like that. This does a lot. I mean, the 4 mana, you know, slot for creatures, they have to be good. We've seen things like Hellrider, we've seen
Hellrider was good.
Falconwrath Aristocrat,
Falcon Wrath
Hero
was
of
great.
Bladehold.
Bladehold was good, but here's the thing about all those creatures you mentioned, okay? Bladehold, haste. Hellrider, haste. And Falconwrath, aristocrat, haste. What do you see on Firemane Avenger?
Well, Bladehold doesn't have haste. That's the other hero.
Oh, never mind.
But
Okay.
but yeah, okay. The thing about those other 3 creatures is they're all super threatening on their own.
Right. Fireman
This one
Avenger
needs some friends, I
needs
guess.
friends.
But man, it rips apart like any kind of creature mirror.
That's the thing is, I'm willing to give this a chance in limited. Now, it won't dominate on its own, but I don't think Boros ever wants to be alone. My big problem with Constructed, though, is it seems like they're kind of stocking it up with Wraths. You know, there's so much stuff that can just clear the board out that you kind of need every creature to be a one-man army.
Yeah, but there's still things like tokens out there, like lingering souls
It is
and
good with Lingering Souls, I'll give you that.
and the humany one on 2 mana. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, make
about.
2 humans with
Sure,
Finest
like
Hour.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's not always going to be the guy that you call upon at 4 mana in every single deck that can cast it. But
Yeah.
it's definitely an option. It's definitely one that's going to. I think it's going to see play.
I mean,
It
a
just
3/3 flyer, it's a good, it's a solid body.
if
Honestly, if
you
this
if
was a 3/4, I'd be all about it.
like I think it's really like it just like Hellrider is an insane threat against pretty much anything. It just deals a
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of damage, hastes out. But if you're like a Naya deck or even a Boros deck and you're in a creature matchup where you're racing each other, this one destroys everything about their game plan. You're gaining life, you're picking things off, I think it's something that's going to be at least considered.
I mean, I'm a little worried because Clan Defiance is a card that's going to be a 4 of in the Gruul decks. And that's X red and a green, do X damage to a creature with flying, X damage to a creature on the ground, and X damage to a player. You can do
Yeah.
all of those for the X. So
I
not
don't know
only
it's a
are you
four
getting,
of, but
not
we'll see.
only,
If it is a four of, then yeah,
well,
maybe you want to lay down on the flyers a little
well,
bit.
that's the
But
thing is you put a flyer up and you got a guy on the ground. You're getting 2-for-1 off Clan Defiance. And not to mention, they just gave us an Incinerate variant with Skull Crack, which does 3 damage. Oh no, that only hits a player.
it hits players, yeah. But this incinerates still. Well, not
Incinerate's
incinerate.
still around.
Soul, whatever it's called.
See, that's why
Spear.
I'm worried about this being a 3-3. If it was a 3-4, like Restoration Angel, I honestly think it should have been a 3-4.
Well,
I
you
mean,
know,
it's already
it's
trying
okay
to
if
do
things
so
die to
much.
removal.
I want
Things
to,
die to removal.
yeah. I'm leaning towards no on seeing it in constructed. I think some decks will make use of it, but it's not going to be the Boros All Star.
Oh
It's
yeah,
maybe
it's
being
not.
hyped
I don't
as.
think it's just like an auto four of in any deck that can cast it.
No.
That's not what it is. But it's definitely something that certain decks are gonna love to play, and certain matchups. It's gonna just rip apart certain matchups.
I would be honest. I would rather it didn't have the battalion ability and it had haste and lifelink.
That would be an interesting creature as well. At that point, I think it would need to be a 3/4.
Yeah. All right. Firemane
Anyway.
Avenger. We're split on it. Split decision. Josh, thanks for being with me.
Yep.
And check out the rest of the Gatecrash spoiler on draftmagic.com. Check out the rest of the videos on our site, on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Go on Facebook. Do we have anything else, Josh? We're
Not
selling a
about this guy.
limited edition lobster bib. So next time you eat lobster, you can do it in style. It's got a picture of
Signed?
Lobster Crew on it. Signed Lobster Crew bibs for everyone. I wish we actually had... We need to sell merch. We have nothing. I'm going to print t-shirts, I promise.